My beloved child, welcome back again on this channel, where your heart finds healing and your soul receives clarity. I am so thankful you are here today because what we're about to share may unlock something deep inside you. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe if you haven't yet and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a word God has for you. Also, share in the comments below, have you ever thought something was love, only to realize later it was a lesson? Your testimony might encourage someone who desperately needs to hear it. You thought it was love? Felt so real, so undeniable, so powerful that you were convinced it was God sent? The late-night conversations, the promises whispered under the stars, the way they looked at you when you felt invisible to the world, all of it made you believe this was it. You prayed about it. You thanked God for it. You even told yourself, this is the one I've been waiting for. But slowly, the cracks began to show. The same person who once lifted you up started to drain you. The love you thought was pure began to leave scars. In your pain, you cried out to God, asking, why would you let me go through this? My child, listen closely. Not everything that feels like love comes from Him. Sometimes God allows certain people into your life, not to stay forever, but to teach you something you could not have learned any other way. That heartbreak, that betrayal, that disappointment, it wasn't meant to destroy you, it was meant to awaken you. God uses relationships as mirrors, as tests, as lessons. Some people come to reveal your wounds. Some come to test your boundaries. Others come to remind you that you are stronger than the love you had to let go of. It hurts, doesn't it? To give so much only to be left empty. To believe in a future only to be met with goodbye. You sit there questioning your worth, questioning if you missed God's voice. But what if, beloved, the pain you felt was part of His protection? What if that heartbreak was the very thing that saved you from a lifetime of suffering? You thought it was love, but God knew it was a lesson, one that would shape you, refine you, prepare you for the love He truly has in store. And here's the truth most people don't want to face. Lessons hurt because they break the illusions we hold on to. They strip away the things we thought we needed so we can see what we truly deserve. That person was never meant to complete you. They were meant to teach you how to stand whole on your own. God allowed them in your life not because they were your forever, but because they were your stepping stone to something greater, even now. You might be holding on to memories, playing them over in your mind, wondering if you could have done something different. Stop tormenting yourself with what-ifs. You did love. You gave your heart. And because of that, you grew. The lesson was never about changing them, it was about transforming you. God used that season to teach you boundaries, self-respect, and the courage to walk away when something no longer aligns with His will. Beloved, don't mistake a chapter for the whole story. What you thought was love was simply the preparation for real love. The kind of love that won't leave you questioning your worth. The kind of love that reflects God's heart for you. The kind of love that will stay, nurture, and honor your soul. But before God gives you that, He needs you to heal. He needs you to release the lesson so you can embrace the blessing. Every tear you've cried, every sleepless night, every prayer that felt unanswered, God saw it all. He has not forgotten you. The lesson was never punishment. It was pruning. He was cutting away what could not stay so that you could bloom into who you were meant to be. Do not despise the lesson. Embrace it. Thank God for it. Because it was the very thing that protected you from a counterfeit and prepared you for the real thing. And as you're listening to these words, I know something inside you is stirring. You are realizing that the pain had a purpose. You are realizing that God was with you in every moment, even when you didn't feel Him. This was not the end of your story. It was the beginning of a better one. The lesson was love in disguise. A hard love. A refining love. But still love from a Father who wants only the best for you. So hold your head high. Heal with grace. Trust that what's ahead is far greater than what's behind. You will love again. You will be loved again. And this time, it will be the kind of love that doesn't break you, will build you. Beloved, share in the comments how God has turned your pain into purpose. Your story could be the lifeline for someone else who feels like giving up. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss these messages that speak to your heart. Until we meet again on this channel, stay strong, stay faithful, and keep your heart open to what God has prepared for you. Asterisk, asterisk, beloved, when you release the weight of what broke you, you open the door to the life God has been patiently preparing for you. Too often we hold on to the pieces of a shattered love, trying to fit them back together, hoping it will look the same as it once did. But God whispers, "Let it go, my child. I have something new for you." Yet we hesitate. We cling to the familiar because the unknown feels frightening. This is where faith steps in. Faith is not just believing God for blessings. It's trusting Him when He removes what you thought you needed. Do you remember the moments when you prayed for clarity? You asked God to show you the truth? Then, little by little, the truth began to reveal itself. Words no longer matched actions. Promises were broken. The warmth in their eyes turned cold. Those were not coincidences. They were signs. Signs that God was answering your prayer, not in the way you expected, but in the way you needed. The ending you feared became the very path to your freedom. This lesson was never about heartbreak. It was about awakening. Every time you chose to stay, when you should have walked away, God waited. Every time you cried alone, He collected your tears. And when you finally decided enough was enough, when you said, "God, I surrender," heaven rejoiced. Because in that moment, you shifted from holding on to what hurt you to holding on to the one who heals you. There is a beauty in brokenness that many overlook. In the cracks of your heart, God's light shines brighter. What the enemy meant for harm, God is using to build strength, wisdom, and a deeper connection with Him. Beloved, you are not damaged, you are being reshaped. You are not unloved, you are being set apart. Every heartbreak was a teacher. Every disappointment was a lesson. And every tear watered the seeds of the future. God is bringing forth. Take a deep breath and think about it. How many times has God rescued you without you even realizing it? That toxic relationship you were begging Him to fix, He removed it because it would have destroyed you. That person who left without explanation, God allowed their exit because their presence was blocking your growth. You thought you lost something precious, but in truth, you gained something priceless. Clarity, self-respect, and a stronger faith. The pain of losing what you thought was love is real. It cuts deep and it lingers. But do not let it harden you. Let it teach you. Let it soften you to the voice of God. Let it open your eyes to the love you deserve, the love that mirrors His heart. You are not called to chase love that runs from you. You are called to attract love that is rooted in God, steady and unwavering. There will come a day when you will look back at this season and smile. It's not because it didn't hurt, but because you see how it shaped you. You will thank God for the lessons, for the people who walked away, and even for the nights you cried yourself to sleep. Those moments were sacred. They were the very moments where God was closest to you. Even when you couldn't feel Him, He was holding you. Even when you questioned Him, He was answering you with silence, because the lesson had to be lived, not explained. Beloved, listen carefully. Do not settle for someone who feeds your insecurities more than they feed your spirit. Do not settle for someone who loves you with conditions when God loves you without them. Do not settle for less than what you have prayed for. Because when you finally heal, when you finally understand your worth, you will attract the kind of love that honors both you and God. Perhaps you are wondering, when will that love come? When will my heart feel whole again? The answer is this: when you stop searching for love to heal you and allow God to heal you first. When you stop asking someone else to fill the void that only God can fill, healing is not passive, it's a choice. Every day you choose to forgive. Every day you choose to release the past. Every day you choose to believe that God is working. All things for your good, Evan. The heartbreak. Don't rush the process. Some seasons are meant to feel lonely so you can hear God clearly. Some seasons are meant to stretch your faith so you can grow. It's in these quiet, hidden seasons that God is molding you for the love that will last. A love that will not just survive storms but thrive through them. Love that will not just excite your heart but align with your soul's purpose, beloved. Every lesson God sends has a reward attached. Every time you choose to learn instead of becoming bitter, you align yourself with blessings you can't yet see. That is why you cannot let this pain go to waste. Don't bury it out. Don't ignore it. Bring it to God. Lay it at His feet and watch how He turns ashes into beauty, wounds into wisdom, and heartbreak into hope. You may still have moments where you miss them. That's okay. Healing is not forgetting nits. Remembering without the pain. When you think of them, instead of bitterness, pray for them. Bless them. Release them to God, because the more you release, the freer you become. And when you are free, you make space for what's truly meant for you. And let me remind you, beloved, the lesson you learned through this pain was one of the greatest gifts God could give you. You gain discernment. You gain strength. You gain the ability to love yourself the way God loves you. Now, when someone comes into your life, you will no longer confuse attention with love or attraction with purpose. You will see clearly. You will know. And when the right one comes, your spirit will recognize them, not because of how they make you feel, but because of the peace God places in your heart. This journey is not easy, but it is worth it. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You're right where God needs you to be. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. Trust that the love He has prepared for you will not come through confusion, but through clarity. It will not bring chaos, but peace. It will not leave you guessing, but it will leave you certain. Beloved, share in the comments if this message has spoken to your heart. Tell us how God is healing you, or what lesson you've learned from a love that broke you. Your words may be the light someone else needs in their darkest hour. Don't forget to subscribe and stay connected, because there are more messages coming that will strengthen your spirit and guide your heart. Until we meet again, stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember what you thought was love was only the lesson that prepared you for the love God is sending. Asterisk, asterisk, and beloved. As you walk forward from this lesson, remember that healing is not a one-time event. It's a journey. Some days, you will feel free. Other days, memories will try to pull you back. Do not be discouraged by those moments. They are not setbacks. They are reminders of how far you've come. Every time you choose to rise above the pain, you are choosing growth. Every time you choose to believe God's promises over your fears, you are choosing victory. God is not only healing your heart, He is also transforming your mind. He is rewriting the lies you believed about love. The lie that you are too hard to love. The lie that you have to settle to be chosen. The lie that love must hurt to be real. These lies were planted through experiences that broke you, but God is uprooting them one by one. He is replacing them with His truth that says, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Truth that says you deserve a love that mirrors His. Truth that says you are already complete in Him. There will be moments when you feel tempted to return to what God has already delivered you from. You might see their name pop up, a memory surface, or loneliness creep in late at night. But hear me, beloved, not every open door is meant to be walked through again. Sometimes the enemy tries to bring back what God has already removed, hoping you will go back to the very thing you prayed to be free from. Stand firm. Remember why you left. Remember why God closed that chapter. The past may be familiar, but it is not your future. In this season, guard your heart like never before. Not in fear, but in wisdom. Learn to protect the peace God is giving. Not everyone deserves access to your heart. Not everyone deserves to hear your dreams. Not everyone deserves to sit at your table. The lesson taught you who is meant to walk with you and who is only meant to pass through. And that discernment will save you from unnecessary pain. You may also feel like time is slipping away. Maybe you're thinking everyone else is finding love, getting married, building families, and I'm still here healing. Beloved, your timeline is not their timeline. God is not in a hurry, and neither should you be. While you wait, He is working. While you heal, He is preparing. The one He has for you is not being delayed. They are being aligned. And when the moment comes, it will not feel forced. It will not feel rushed. It will feel like grace. Do you know what else this lesson has given you? gratitude. You may not see it now, but one day you will look back and thank God, not just for the love He sends, but also for the love He removed. You will say, Lord, thank you for saving me from what I thought I wanted. Thank you for protecting me from what I couldn't see. Thank you for loving me enough to break my heart in order to save my soul. That gratitude will deepen your faith, and your faith will lead you to blessings you cannot yet imagine. Beloved, there is someone out there who needs to hear your story. There is someone walking through the same heartbreak you just survived. Do not keep your testimony hidden. Speak it. Share it. Let others know that God can turn pain into purpose. Let them know they are not alone. Because when you share your light, you help others find theirs. And as you continue to heal, be kind to yourself. Some days you will feel strong, other days you may cry again. That is okay. Healing is not linear, but every tear you cry is watering the seeds of joy that will bloom in your life. Every prayer you whisper is building the foundation for the blessings to come. Every step you take away from the pain is a step closer to the love God has designed for you. There will come a moment, beloved, when you will meet someone who does not trigger your wounds, but instead nurtures your soul. One who will see you through God's eyes. Someone who will not only love you, but also honor the God within you. That is the love worth waiting for. That is the love worth praying for. And when it comes, you will understand why every heartbreak had to happen. You will see how every tear made room for joy. You will know, deep in your spirit, that it was God's hand guiding you all along. So, do not rush, do not settle, not fear being alone. This season of healing is not a punishment, it is a preparation. A preparation for the love that will not only fill your heart, but will also glorify God. And when it finally comes, you will be ready not because you found someone perfect, but because you allowed God to make you whole. My beloved, if this message has touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what lesson God has been teaching you through love and loss. Your words may be the encouragement someone else needs tonight. And if you have not yet subscribed, do it now and stay with us on this journey. There are more divine messages waiting for you, messages that will strengthen your spirit and guide you closer to God's plan. Until we meet again here, hold on to faith, walk in healing. And remember, what you thought was love was actually God's lesson shaping you for the love that is yet to come. Stay encouraged, stay expectant, and may peace fill your heart as you wait for His perfect timing. Ask ChatGPT. Beloved, as you continue this journey, realize that every lesson God allows is like a seed planted in your soul. It may feel small now, almost invisible, but over time it grows into wisdom that shapes who you are becoming. The pain you felt was not wasted. It was a teacher sent by God, even though it came disguised as heartbreak. See, sometimes the greatest growth happens in seasons of silence, in moments where you feel abandoned, and in places where your heart feels shattered. Yet in those same places, God's hand is steady, and His voice, though quiet, is leading you toward a future filled with hope. Think back to the moments you thought you wouldn't survive. Remember the nights you cried so hard you couldn't breathe. The mornings where getting out of bed felt like a mountain you couldn't climb. And yet here you are. You didn't just survive, you're becoming stronger. Every broken piece is being put back together, but this time with the gold of God's love sealing the cracks. You are being remade, beloved, and nothing is more beautiful than a soul healed by the hands of its Creator. Maybe right now you'd still ask, why did it have to hurt so much if it was just a lesson? The answer is this: because real love changes us. Even the love that wasn't meant to last leaves fingerprints on our hearts. But the lesson was not to make you afraid of love. It was to teach you how to love better, starting with yourself. God needed you to see that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give all of yourself to someone who doesn't value what you offer. You cannot keep bleeding just to keep someone else alive. The lesson was to teach you that your worth is not negotiable. This is why, beloved, your healing is holy. It is not just about feeling better. It is about becoming aligned with God's vision for your life. Healing teaches you to set boundaries that honor God. It teaches you to say no to anything that diminishes your spirit. It teaches you to wait, even when it's hard. for the love that comes from His hands and not from your desperation. In this waiting season, God is not punishing you. He is preparing you. Every delay has a purpose. Every not yet from heaven is God aligning things you cannot see. Somewhere, the person He is preparing for you is also learning their own lessons. They are healing from their own wounds, breaking free from their own chains, and drawing closer to God so they can love you the way He intended. When the time is right, your paths will meet not by accident, but by divine appointment. You must trust this process, beloved. Trust it even when it hurts. Trust it even when loneliness whispers lies to you. Trust it even when you see others seemingly moving ahead while you stand still. Because you are not standing still, you are being rooted, and roots grow in hidden places. They grow in the dark. They grow silently. But they grow deep so that when the storm comes, you will not be shaken. The enemy will try to use this season to discourage you. He will whisper that you are not enough, that you are unworthy, that love will never find you. Do not believe those lies. You are more than enough because God says you are. You are worthy because Jesus paid the price for you. And love will find you because God Himself is love, and He is the author of your story. Beloved, open your eyes to the blessings that are already around you. Healing is not just about waiting for the next chapter, it's about finding joy in the one you're living now. Notice how your laughter is returning. Notice how your prayers feel more intimate. Notice how your strength surprises even you. These are signs that God is already restoring what was broken. You are not who you were before the heartbreak. You are becoming someone new, someone wiser, someone stronger, someone radiant with God's glory. And one day, when you least expect it, you will look back and say, "Thank you, God, for the love that ended. Thank you for the lesson that saved me. Thank you for the person I am becoming because of it." That day is coming. Hold on to that hope. Beloved, take this message to heart. Do not waste this season by looking back with regret. Look forward with expectation. The love you prayed for is on its way. The blessings you can't see yet are already forming. The life God has for you is greater than anything you have lost. Walk with your head high, your heart open, and your faith unshaken. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us how God has been speaking to you through this season. Your words may become the healing balm someone else desperately needs. And if this message has touched you, do not forget to subscribe and stay with us on this journey of faith and love. There are more divine revelations waiting to be shared, messages that will strengthen you and prepare you for what's coming. Until we meet again. Remember this truth: what you thought was love was actually a lesson wrapped in God's grace. It was never to break you. It was to build you. Stay encouraged. Stay hopeful. Never forget, the best love story of your life is still being written by the hands of God. Asterisk, beloved. Even now, as you listen, God is reminding you that nothing was wasted. The tears, the sleepless nights, the confusion, they were all part of the molding process. You were being shaped for greater things, for a love that will honor your soul, for a future that will glorify Him. Every lesson you've endured is now a building block under your feet, raising you higher and preparing you for what's ahead. This is why you can walk forward with confidence, knowing that the pain you felt was not the end, it was the preparation for a new beginning. Take heart, because the same God who allowed the lesson is the same God who will bring you the blessing. The same God who let something end will open the door to something greater. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not unloved. You are being set apart. God has been writing a chapter so beautiful that when it unfolds, you will thank Him not just for the love you're about to receive, but also for the love He protected you from. As you carry these words in your heart, I encourage you to pause and reflect. What has God been showing you through this season? What have you learned about yourself, about love, and about His faithfulness? Share your thoughts in the comments so others may be inspired by your testimony. Your story could be the very message that saves someone else from giving up. And before you go, make sure to subscribe to this channel and stay connected, because there are more divine messages ahead, messages that will heal, strengthen, and guide you closer to God's perfect plan. Until we meet again, remain steadfast, remain hopeful, and always remember to return here for more encouragement. Peace. And God's love fill your heart until the day His promises unfold fully in your life.